Hello and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. This month, I'm focusing on answering your questions. And last month, I referenced my day off. That was what I wanted for Mother's Day. My husband and I pastor a church, and so Sunday is a wonderful Mother's Day. I celebrated my mother on Mother's Day. Our church celebrated mothers, but it really was pretty much the opposite of a day off for me. I wanted Monday to be a true day off, and I did that. And so when I talked about it, a lot of you had questions. How am I ever going to have a day off? I feel like life is way too busy. There's no way I can do this. Well, I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can. And this is something that I was almost a little bit nervous to mention because, and I'm probably going to get a little bit on my soapbox here, I feel that in today's society, we have glamorized being busy. We elevate it to you are so important because you are so busy all the time and you never have a moment to do anything else. When really what we should be elevating is rest, because we are prioritizing the things that are important. We're getting the important things done. And then we need to prioritize rest. Only way to really have rest is to prioritize the stuff that we need to get done. So I'm going to walk you through how I took my day off on a Monday. These tips will help you to find a way to schedule time off. If you haven't done it already, I encourage you to do it. It was really, truly a wonderful day. So the first thing I did was I looked ahead. I have the things that I typically do each day. And so I knew the week before on this Monday, the things that I'm normally going to do. And one of the things that is every single Monday is a work meeting via Zoom. So I messaged my team and I said, hey guys, would it be possible for us to move this meeting to Tuesday? It worked out for everyone to do that. You know, most of the time what is happening in advance. So go ahead and look ahead and see if there's something that you can cancel, something you can reschedule to clear that off of your calendar. The second thing I looked at is what would a normal day hold? So on a Monday, I am typically going to do some tasks that I do for accounting for our church. And so rather than doing that, waiting till Monday, on Sunday afternoon, I decided to take a little bit of extra time and go ahead and get those things done. Another thing that I do every Monday is I clean our bathrooms. It's part of my weekly cleaning routine. So I knew I had an option. I could either clean the bathrooms on Sunday evening, or I could just push that cleaning schedule forward and move Monday's task to Tuesday, Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday, and do it that way. So look at the things that you're normally going to do on a day. And what are the things that you need to either do in advance or plan to do at a later time? The third tip is just to plan ahead. Try to do this as far in advance as possible. If we are wanting to prioritize rest, let's look at our schedules and say, okay, I'm feeling really busy right now. When can I schedule some time off? And maybe that just means picking a day and saying, this is the day that I'm going to take, even though life is really busy. Plan that in advance. Block that off in your schedule and say, this is what's going to happen on this day. I'm going to protect this time, just like you have made a dentist appointment or scheduled, you have a plane ticket to go somewhere. When you have those things happen, we put those on the calendar. And if someone says, I want to do something on this day, we say, no, we can't. We have this scheduled. So put it on the calendar, block that time off, plan it ahead and say, this is the time that I am going to not be available because I'm taking some time to rest. And the fourth tip is to look at what can wait. There were definitely some things that I normally do on Monday that I didn't do until later that week or maybe until the next week. And I have some earth-shattering news for you. The world did not fall apart. I set up that little email notification in my email inbox. So when emails came in, I let people know that I would be responding to their email the next day. And nothing terrible happened. There were some things that my kids wanted. And I said, okay, guys, if you want these things, we're going to do them ahead of time, or we're going to take care of this tomorrow. My son was at the time still in ninth grade, doing online school. And so there was a couple of things that he needs assistance with. And there was one task that day. He's like, hey, Mom, I would need your help with this. I'm like, okay, remember we talked about that I'm taking this day off. And so I need you to wait until tomorrow to do that. And it was totally fine. I think as busy wives and moms and all of the things that we do that we think that we absolutely cannot take some time away, some time for ourselves, but you can, and the world is not going to fall apart. So look and see what are some things that these can wait. These absolutely can wait, and I can do these at a later time. I think it's important for us to really stop and think about our own lives. And do we feel so overwhelmed? And maybe that's because we're not taking any time to prioritize rest in our life. I hope that you can maybe take just a few hours or take a half day, whatever you can do. But I would really love if you would look at your schedule and say, I'm going to choose this day to take a full day of rest. Now, there are some things that I don't mind doing, that I enjoy doing, that I did during this time. One of the things I did is I pulled some things from my closet that I had wanted to sell online, and I posted those online. I sat in a comfortable chair and used my phone to post those things online. That to some people may be considered work, but I didn't mind doing it. I enjoyed doing it. So I'm not saying that you have to take a day and do absolutely nothing, but definitely find some time to prioritize rest. And I hope that these tips will help you to do that. And I definitely believe it will have margin in your life for the good things. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified when the next video goes live.